God's son, for sure. What else do we know about Jesus? Would you say he was caring or loving? Would you say he was kind? Would you say he was thoughtful? Would you say he was forgiving? Jesus was a lot of things, right? Well, our story today, our gospel story, is about just that. Who was Jesus and what were people saying about them? And then he asked his buddies just that question. Well, what do you say? Who do you say that I am? So this story, Jesus was sitting around with his buddies and he said, his disciples, and he said, hey guys, who do people say the Son of Man is? And they said, well, people say a lot of different things. I mean, back then it was kind of all word of mouth, right? So they had a lot of different stories. So he told Jesus that people said, maybe he's John the Baptist, maybe he's Elijah or Jeremiah. And then Jesus asked them, what about you? Who do you say that I am? So Simon Peter answered, and he said, you are the Christ, the Messiah, the Son of the living God. You know what? Boom. Nailed it. He nailed it. And he nailed it so much that Jesus said back to him, you know what? God bless you. You didn't read that in any book. God must have told you that answer. You are so right. And you are so right that I'm going to build my church on you. You're a rock, and I'm going to build my church on you, Peter. And I'm going to give you the keys to the kingdom. I bet Peter felt pretty good about his answer, don't you think? Have you ever had an answer where you just felt like, man, I nailed that? So the question, who do you say that I am, made me think not just about who Jesus is, but it made me think about who I am. Boys and girls, so your job this week, I want you to really think about who would I say that I am? Who are you? Are you, well, we know you probably would say, I'm a friend, or a sister, or a brother, or I'm a dancer, or I'm a baseball player, or I am a son or a daughter, right? But those are just kind of the roles that you have in your life. Who are you? What I want you to work on this week and really think about is, who are you inside? That's the important part. Who are you really deep down in your soul? Who are you? Are you honest? Are you courageous? Are you kind? Are you creative? Are you patient? Are you a hard worker? Are you joyful? Is justice important for you? Who are you? Are you loyal? Are you forgiving? Are you loving? Are you funny? Are you caring? Or are you quiet? Is peace important to you? Those are all questions. Who are you in your soul? Who are you? When you're thinking about it, maybe it would help you to think, who do you admire? And think about some of their qualities. Who do you admire? That means somebody that you really like or look up to. It might help you to think, what makes me have to do something? When I see something, what makes me take action? What's so important to me that if I see it, I have to help or talk to somebody about it or do something about it? Or when do you feel most like yourself? What are you doing when you feel most like your true, authentic self? Who are you with? How does that feel? I want you to think about that this week. Think about all those things, because, boys and girls, like Peter, you are the rock on which we build the church. You're the rock. So I want you to know yourself so that you can be stable like a rock. Because we already heard that story about building something on sand or building it on the rock, right? We want you to be stable in your truest self. And to do that, you need to know who you are. So think about it. Give it a minute and maybe even put your hands on your heart and think, who am I? That's your job this week. I want you to know yourself and always be true to yourself. So think about, who are you? Who would we say that you are? Right? Okay. I have a prayer for you, boys and girls. It's hard work. It sounds easy. It's not. So work hard this week. All right, boys and girls, ready? Ready to pray? Loving God, be with us as we explore who you are for us and who we truly are.